Hey guys, Fat Basement Dweller here, back for another round of Feed the Beast Ultimate. This is episode 11. Alright, so almost as soon as I stopped recording last time, I got really annoyed with how I left this setup. So I've come back, revisited, I've moved the harvester back a bit, I've put another chest down here. We're going to set this up a bit better before we move on to our next project, or getting our next project off the ground at least. So I've gone ahead and I've made one of the tin upgrades. I'm going to make another one for the harvester so you guys can see how to make it, even though I think I showed you last time. But let's go ahead and pop this thing in here. It goes right in here where the shadow is, and you can see the rest of my Mine Factory Reloaded rubber trees disappeared and got planted right here. Our radius is increased by 3, so 1, 2, 3. This is the outer edge of the box now. And also, I want to correct something I said last time. These planters used to be color coded for where you planted stuff. Quadrants, as it may have been, or whatever you want to call it. No, it's no longer the case, so you can just stack everything in here, and if I put these 17 things in here, I don't want to do it because I just want to use rubber trees in this farm right now. But it will plant as many of it as it possibly can, so you can, put 9 full stacks of whatever in here, and it'll eventually get around to planting whatever. Once it gets to it, it'll start at the first block and work its way over and fill up the farm. The harvester will clear it out, and eventually it'll get to the last block. But we're going to automate this, and we're going to set the power up a little bit better because the harvester consumes a lot more power, and I mean a lot more power than this planter does. So as you can see, I've dug out a walk area down here. We're going to run the pipes and wires down there so we don't see them up here, at least for the most part. And of course, we need the stuff out of the way because the planter's underground, and we need the above ground space for the trees. So let's get started here. First thing we need to do is put our engines down. I picked up the Stirling engines, and I think for the most part we're still going to need to upgrade these things. But for now, they'll do. And we need to find my wooden pipes here. Put these here. And then we'll be able to rotate these engines back properly. And we'll go down here and get our... And so this should have power now. And while I think of it, let's make that other upgrade for this, for the radius upgrade. So using my minium stone as a portable crafting table, I just hit C now. You can't just right click on it now, but put it in your hand and hit C, and it'll open up the crafting interface. And it looks like I forgot to bring my Mine Factory plastic stuff, so let's fly back up here real quick and grab it. I knew I made some more. Still need to make those rubber boots or something a bit better to prevent our fall damage, but that's kind of low on the priority list right now. Until I die, at least. Then it'll become a top priority. So, to make one of these upgrades, it's just like this. And where did I do? I put my redstone away. So, let's get a couple pieces of that out of there. So this is the basic template for the upgrades, and then the specific power of the upgrades goes here. We're going to make a tin one because we really don't need something huge right now. especially if we're able to run this. So now, not only will the planter plant the trees in a wider radius, this will be able to harvest them. So let's find my levers here. Get these back on here. And while this isn't going to be totally automated because we're still going to need to feed this thing, a little bit of coal coke will go a long way in these, and I have almost 2 full stacks of coal coke right now. So now we just need to run the transport pipes. So the harvester is going to harvest everything, and it's going to end up in this chest. So we just need to send the saplings back to the planter, and everything else is going to be directed into this chest here. And oh, the pain, I'm going to have to use yet another diamond to do this. And yeah, I know guys, diamonds aren't really that rare, but with the amount of mining I've done and like to do before I get to automation, they are pretty expensive. And I just need a piece of glass here. So I'm going to need to make a diamond transport pipe so we can filter out the stuff that we don't want. Actually, it's 2 diamonds, isn't it? Oh, the pain. The pain, the pain. But at least we have 8 of them to use for other projects. So now I think we should have everything we need, because I have a bunch of transport pipes all ready to go here. So we just need to put a wooden transport pipe on the chest here, and then put a golden transport pipe to speed things up. This here, and then we can use some cheaper cobblestone pipe, because honestly speed is not of the essence here. I'll just use a couple of these. And then we'll have the saplings go in the bottom, and this should work. We just need to add a redstone engine here and a lever. Now if we turn this on, it should start pulling stuff out of here once they get harvested. Do I have any coal coke? Oh, I have some coal on me. That'll be good enough for now. So we're gonna put a piece of coal each in here, turn these things on, and it should start powering both machines with the way we have things set up here, right? Did I connect the harvester? No. Harvester connected? Yeah, on that side. Great. So this should actually speed up. It's working a little bit faster here because we got the 2 engines powering and this. And we have the little buffer here going, and it's actually getting past the 35 Minecraft joules minimum it needs to perform an action. So while this isn't ideal, we can still upgrade these engines later. We don't need to do it right now. For our purposes, this is going to be perfectly fine for the moment until we get some more resources going. Now you see the harvester's throwing the saplings in here, and they're getting pulled right out, and I just need to set things up so stuff goes in the right direction here. So let me see if I can grab one of these out of here fast enough. Nope. To punch this off of here. So, since there's no telling where the diamond pipe's going, we need to grab these out of here. And this is the green side of the pipe, so we want to tell it saplings go this way. And then now saplings should only go down that side of the pipe to the planter. Everything else will go to this chest. Wood, rubber, and if we plant any other kind of trees like vanilla oak trees, apples, everything else will end up in this chest. We'll probably need to upgrade this chest because this will be getting a lot of junk in it eventually. But see, we got the saplings coming in here. And for now, everyone landing in here is going to get planted because the farm's not full up here. But once this is full, the planter will start filling up with saplings, and these are empty already. So I'm going to go grab some coal coke and put it in there soon. But for now, do this. Just so we can start getting some resources going. And also, I thought, instead of just using charcoal, we'll be able to use multiple resources from this tree farm for industrial craft power. We can use, if I put the other saplings in there, we can use the saplings to produce biomass for biofuel. And it's kind of really inefficient, the biogenerator from forestry to create EU, but it might be something we want to look at along with the charcoal. And yeah, so that, and we look into at least getting the some Buildcraft or industrial craft power online. So let's head back up here before we get blown up, sneaked up on and blown up. And other thing we wanted to do from last time, we're gonna have to use some more diamonds here. At least it's only one for this, right? So let's go in here and grab another diamond. Ooh, down to 13. We're getting, if we're not already, I think it's 12 for the quarry. I gotta double check that. I think so, but we're getting dangerously close on being definitely needing more diamonds here. So what last time we made this magma crucible, and I didn't really show what it was useful for, but it's going to be able to melt down redstone as well as rocks. The redstone to make liquid redstone, which is what we really wanted it for right now, to make a redstone battery, or what is it called, a redstone... Oh, here it is. Redstone energy cell. Yeah, a redstone battery, basically. So this is going to act as a buffer for our engines, so we don't have to worry about wasting power or these machines filling up and these running and then blowing up the pipes. We'll be able to use a buffer, so all our power we create will be stored or used efficiently. And right now this is full, so let's go ahead and run back here and grab some gold, because I wanted to make some electrum as well for the glass fiber cabling. So much stuff we need to do. And I'm going to show you why this is good. For each diamond, we're going to get 8 glass fiber cables out of it. So we'll go into NEI here and say if we use redstone, we get 4. If we use silver, you get 6. But if you use electrum, you get 8. So this is going to get you the most mileage out of your diamonds for this cable. And obviously silver, plentiful. We're not really using it for much right now. Gold, nah, we probably get short on it at some point. We have less than a stack right now, but again, not exactly doing a whole lot of mining. So find my minium stone here. Open the crafting table. Piece of electrum. And there we go. We finally got some industrial craft wiring going on here. And go ahead and do this for now. And we can move this and put it out here, but I think we're going to probably want to make another MFE and run down here as a buffer for this thing, so we'll just leave it there for right now. But I wanted to show you that using that Electrum. I don't know if that's industrial craft. I think it's got to be a Greg Tech thing because Electrum isn't part of industrial craft. So showing you that with the Greg Tech edition along with the thermal expansion, great way to produce a lot more of glass fiber cabling without wasting more diamonds, especially early like this where diamonds are a bit of a commodity. So yeah, so let's go ahead and grab some redstone and start melting that down so we could start getting to our redstone energy cell. Find where I put my redstone, and forget exactly how much of this we need, but I think, now let's just go ahead and throw it all in there because we don't really need that for anything else right now. I was going to show you that you can make lava with this thing. It takes a lot of power to do it. You could actually throw cobblestone in this thing and it'll melt it down eventually into lava. But neither rack is better to use because it takes less power. So keep that in mind. Eventually I think we're going to use lava as a power source, so might have a couple of these things going on and melting down another rack for us into lava and then using that to produce EU instead. But we're going to need to upgrade our Buildcraft power before we can do that. And before we do that, it's probably a good idea to get the redstone energy cell going on. So let's see what we need for that. I don't even know if I have everything I need for that. I haven't checked, so we're going to find out together. So we need more Electrum, which is another reason we needed that induction smelter, and some lead. I know we have that. Conductance coil, that's easy enough to make. Hardened glass. So another reason we needed that smelter. And need a lot of Electrum for this thing, but that's okay. We got enough silver and gold. And another diamond. That'll take us down to the 12 for the quarry. So, yeah. Alright, we're going to make this. I'm going to need to make some more Electrum. So let's go grab some more gold, because I don't think there's any in this chest. Oh, yeah, there is. Great. So let's go ahead and grab some silver. And make a bit more Electrum here. And we're going to need to make some obsidian. How much obsidian do we need for this? What do we need? 4. Right, so each, we need 2 pieces of obsidian, so if we need 4 pieces of obsidian and some lead, which isn't a problem. I know we got plenty of lead, so thankfully right here I have my igneous extruder filled with lava. I just need to put some water in this thing. And don't have an infinite source here. So want some, where's my buckets at? I think I have 2 water, but yeah. So we'll just make a temporary source in here. I know, ugly, but what are you gonna do? Things we need to do to get off the ground here. Go ahead and turn this into, so we don't want cobblestone. And I said we needed how many? 4. That's 2. And that should give us our 4 pieces of obsidian. Unless I miscounted, which is perfectly possible, because honestly I haven't made these redstone batteries or energy cells for the OCD very often. So let's throw this in here, and it doesn't matter if that goes in there because you can't re-smelt obsidian dust. Do we have any lead in here? Okay. I think we just need 2. So let's grab this. Inventory issues. Fill these back up and put them away. And we can get rid of this ugly thing for now, I think. So you guys are probably already noticing by now, I'm doing less cutting out in and out because a couple people asked me to do a little bit more gameplay instead of just all tutorial, which I can understand. I hope the other side of the fence doesn't mind too much. I'm probably going to try to alternate doing this between episodes. Maybe have one episode more gameplay oriented and one more tutorial, you know, more editing, cutting some of the stuff out, like that, making that temporary water source. But I don't know. Until you guys leave me comments and let me know that you're actually watching all of this and actually care one way or the other, I'm going to do that. Alright, so we got the 4 glass. We got, I think, plenty of electrum, at least for now. And we don't want a waypoint. We want this. And I forget how this went already again. Okay, diamond in the middle, electrum in the corners. Did I get a diamond? No, I didn't get the other diamond out. Back to the storage room. Soon I want to start looking into the applied energistics, depending on how much quartz we have, and see if we can at least get a baby system off the ground with that, because I'm really interested in that, because I've never used that before. So I think that would be interesting for both me and the viewers, so we both win. Let's see. Back to the crafting table. And I actually remember how to do this without having to look it up again. Go me. So we got the empty cell. The only thing we need now is a liquid transposer, because that's the only way we can fill this thing up. So we need to make one of those. So I lied last time. That wasn't our last thermal expansion machine for now. Unless you consider for now that episode. Up to you. So we need some copper, a machine frame, and a bucket. So let's run back to our other room here. At least I remember how to make one of these. And the coil. Just one for now, thank you. I want to keep my 2 buckets of water in my bag of tools, so make another bucket. This. We have copper, right? Good. I forget. Just glass, of course. And there's our transposer. And I don't think this thing requires power, but not 100% sure. But we're about to find out. Temporarily put this here, and of course it does need power. Whew. How are we going to do this? I don't think I have any floor underneath here, do I? No. So, need to grab... Pick this up. Is there any... Alright, there's no lava left in this, so we can actually pick this up. I thought I had some... Yeah, I do. Good. Put this here. And grab some coal coke from the other room and fire up those engines again. And last time we should need to waste any of this energy, although I think we're going to use most of it here. Once those heat up, we should start getting power in here, hopefully, after these fill up. Ooh, that's kind of empty. So what we need to do is first output the redstone, liquid redstone into this. So we need to change this around. And then we need to put this in here. I think we need 1,000 millibuckets or Minecraft buckets, whatever that stands for. And which means we need to put more redstone in here. Left all my redstone in the crafting table in the other room. Great, let's go get it. Or it was right in front of my face and I didn't see it, one or the other. But yeah, I think I left it in there because when we were making those conductance coils. So let's put a little bit more in here. Each piece of redstone's 25 millibuckets of redstone, so for 500 we needed 10, right? So we can take 2 out of here. And as we just wait for that to fill up, once it gets to 1,000, it'll fill our cell. And then we'll need the lead, and if I could spell it right, energy. We need 2 pieces of lead, a conductance coil, which is electrum instead of gold. So we need 4 more pieces of electrum, and okay, so that had just enough redstone, brought just enough redstone. That was a complete accident. No, it's not because I'm pro. I'm a noob at this, obviously, as you guys probably told. Just like with Don't Starve, just not as big a noob with that, with this versus Don't Starve. Let's see. We need to get the lead out of here. Of course, need the filled thing before we can do this. We're up to 750. Did I miscount again? What a noob. Can't even count. Could have sworn it. No, 10 is 250. Yeah, I'm not going to edit that out because I'm sure people will find it either infuriating or amusing. I found it amusing, as embarrassing as it is. Yeah. 10 would be 500 if it was 50, not 25. And I even said it was 25. How embarrassing. But hopefully we have enough power to get us by here. Yeah, it looks like we should. Then we just need to figure out where we're going to put this. I think we can just put it like right there. And then I don't know if this can connect to it, but I think it's Buildcraft compatible. We may need to make some of the thermal expansion wiring though, which means we'll need to melt down even more redstone, and we're out of power, right? At least for now. So my better instincts were telling me to cut this here. Alright guys, so I lied and I had to cut out. It was just getting too boring for me waiting for that. And if I was bored, you guys were going to be bored to tears and stop watching. So I tried to catch that at the last moment. Once this filled up with 1,000 millibuckets of... actually, I guess it has to be Minecraft buckets, right? Because millibuckets. Millibuckets of redstone, we got our filled energy cell frame. So that's how it worked. And I put the igneous extruder up here because we can output, if we're making lava and we want to throw some in there, we can output it that way. So I think this setup will work for now. Alright, so we have our energy cell frame full. Great. We can finally make our redstone battery. There. Alright, now the question is, where do we put this thing? Do I have floor under here? No. But I think if we put it there, the question is, will it will it attach to these regular Buildcraft pipes? We're about to find out. Looks like it. Great. And we're starting to fill this up, and we'll just leave it this. You can adjust the input and output of this power, so you can have it not output anything down to 0 and let it charge up. But what we're really using it for is a buffer, so we want it to output power. And if it can output through here, the question is, how will it act with these Buildcraft pipes versus the thermal expansion? Well, we're going to find out, I guess. See if it'll keep trying to output until they explode or not once these machines are all full. But this magma crucible stores a lot of energy, and it's going to be a while before it's filled back up. Now, the question is this outputting? Doesn't look like it's outputting. I think we need to have the thermal expansion wires to do that. So I guess to wrap up, we'll make some of those, because another reason why it's a good reason to edit out a lot of this stuff that's not really that important to show is these episodes get really long really fast. So let's don't even remember the name of this either. Here we go. Redstone energy conduit. So to get this, we need more electrum and more hardened glass. So we need some more lava. I guess this is a good time to show the lava making capabilities. I know I have some nether rack around here somewhere. Maybe I dropped it from full inventory, but no, there's some in this chest over here. Somewhere. There we go. Now I think this takes 12,000 Minecraft joules to turn one piece of netherrack into a bucket of lava. But that's about half of what it takes for a piece of cobblestone. So It's always better to use netherrack than cobblestone for this. And since you're not really going to be using netherrack for very much else anyway, it gives you something to do with it. So let this charge up a little bit and be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Melted some more redstone down in here, and just need to make our empty conduit here. And change this to input. Get our redstone in here. Put our empty conduit in here. And this is enough. We're going to have to melt some more down for those last 4 pieces, but this is enough for now for what we need. Just need to attach everything here to the redstone cell. And this needs to be hit with the wrench so it outputs. And it's empty right now because I had to pick it up and put it back down to get the power to run over to this thing to melt down the lava that we needed for the hardened glass. And these are all on input, so these should be powering up once we put more power in there, and we're pretty much well over the 30-minute mark here. So I'm going to cut out here. We got more of our infrastructure set up. We've made our tree farm almost totally automated as long as it has power to run on. We've finally got started here with our cabling, and we're upgrading our thermal expansion wiring to our conduit with a buffer so we're not wasting power. The next step for this is upgrading those hobbyist steam engines. We're going to have to figure out what to do with those. Might have to finally think about picking up all that oil over there and running some combustion engines for a while. I'll have to think about that between episodes, but for now, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.